All right, let's get this over with. Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt, legendary beauty, snake enthusiast, was about as Egyptian as a gyro. Her family, the Ptolemies, were Macedonians, descended from one of Alexander the Great's generals who snagged Egypt after Alexander inconveniently died. For 300 years, this Greek dynasty ruled from Alexandria, speaking Greek, worshipping Greek gods, and generally treating Egypt like a very large, profitable family business. They were foreigners living in a fortified city profoundly separate from the people they governed.
Speaking of family, the Ptolemaic family tree is less a tree and more a tangled wreath. To keep power and wealth consolidated, they practiced incest with an enthusiasm that would make a Lannister blush. Brother married sister, uncle married niece, and the result was a 3-century-long soap opera of assassinations, coups, and civil wars. Cleopatra's own parents were likely siblings, so while she was the queen of Egypt, her cultural heritage was pure, unadulterated Hellenistic drama club. Their main export was chaos, with a side of inbreeding.
But here's where Cleopatra actually stands out, and it's the source of all the confusion. She was the first Ptolemaic ruler in 300 years to actually bother learning the Egyptian language, a truly revolutionary concept, communicating with the people you rule. Her ancestors were perfectly happy speaking Greek and letting interpreters handle the messy business of, governing. Cleopatra, however, was a brilliant politician. She learned multiple languages, embraced Egyptian religious customs, and presented herself as the reincarnation of the goddess Isis. It was a masterful act of political branding, not a statement of ethnic identity. So, why do we all picture her as quintessentially Egyptian? You can thank a man named Octavian, soon to be Emperor Augustus. He was locked in a nasty civil war with his rival, Mark Antony, who happened to be Cleopatra's lover and political ally. Octavian couldn't just tell Rome he was fighting another Roman. That's terrible PR. It's much better to frame it as a noble war against a foreign, decadent Eastern witch who had ensnared a good Roman boy. This propaganda campaign was wildly successful, painting her as an exotic other and erasing her Macedonian-Greek heritage in favor of a narrative that served Rome's political needs.
In the end, Cleopatra was a Greek queen, the last of a long line of them, fighting desperately to keep her kingdom from being swallowed by the Roman machine. She used every tool she had, her intellect, her political skill, and yes, her carefully crafted public image. That image, however, was hijacked by her enemies and then cemented by centuries of art and Hollywood, which always prefers a simple story over a complicated reality. She wasn't the last Egyptian pharaoh. She was the last echo of Alexander's empire, finally extinguished by Rome. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more historical insights. Thanks for watching, nerds.